surviving meant following his rules. She didn't realize he was rewriting hers. The scream had faded hours ago. Now, there was only silence and the devil's rules. When Elena woke on the floor of her gilded cage, she knew escape was no longer the problem. Survival was. Someone was shaking her shoulder. Miss Volkov. Elena jerked awake. A woman stood over her. Steel gray hair, professional suit, eyes that held something like pity. My name is Irina. I'm Mr. Volkov's personal assistant. You need to get ready. Your first day begins in 40 minutes. Elena's body ached. Her throat was raw from screaming. I'm not doing anything until I know my sister is safe. Irina walked to the nightstand, picked up a tablet, handed it to Elena. On the screen, live feed. Mia, asleep in her own bed. Timestamp, 6:47 a.m. She arrived home 3 hours ago, Irina said quietly, unharmed, as promised. Elena's hands trembled. Alive. Safe. Mr. Volkov keeps his word, Miss Volkov. Always. Irina took the tablet back. Now shower. Your clothes are laid out. Be downstairs in 35 minutes. And if I'm not? Then I call Mr. Volkov, and he calls the team watching your sister's apartment. Not a threat. A fact. The bathroom was bigger than her bedroom at home. Marble everywhere. Heated floors. Elena stood under scalding water and tried not to think about how easily luxury could become a cage. The clothes laid out were expensive. Designer labels. A charcoal gray dress that fit perfectly. Heels worth more than a month's rent. Someone had measured her, studied her, prepared for this. How long had Mikhail been planning it? She looked in the mirror. Professional, polished, like someone who belonged in this world. She hated it. Irina was waiting outside. Good, you clean up well. She started walking. Publicly, you are Elena Volkov. I'm not taking his name. It's not his name, it's yours. Mikhail Konstantin Volkov. Elena Volkov. You share a surname. Coincidence that made the paperwork cleaner. Elena's stomach turned. They entered the elevator. It descended past the lobby. Sublevel 1, sublevel 2. Underground parking garage. A black Mercedes waited, engine running. Rule 1, Irina said as they drove. You do not contact your sister for 6 months. No calls, texts, emails, letters, nothing. Rule 2, you live where Mr. Volkov tells you. Your belongings have already been moved from your apartment. Elena's head snapped toward her. What? Mr. Volkov owned your building. Yet he had every right. Irina's voice remained clinical. Rule 3. You attend all social functions, galas, dinners, charity events. You smile. You're charming. You represent the organization. I'm not some... your insurance. Every person who sees you with Mr. Volkov, every photo taken, it ties you to him. Makes it harder for you to disappear. 7 rules total, each one a chain. And if I break them? Elena asked. Irina showed her another video. Mia, awake now, eating breakfast. Safe, unaware she was being watched. Then your sister's protection ends. The car pulled up to a gleaming high-rise. Gold letters. Konstantin Hotel. Welcome to work, Miss Volkov. Katya was everything Irina wasn't. Warm. Genuine. Finally, fresh blood. Blonde, 30. Smile that reached her eyes. Don't look so terrified. But you'll learn fast. The hotel was beautiful. Art Deco design. Exclusive guests. CEOs. Politicians. People who valued discretion. Yes, you work for Mikhail Volkov, Katya said. Yes, he's dangerous. But he's also the best employer I've ever had. As long as you're loyal, he takes care of his people. I'm not here by choice. Elena said quietly. Katya's smile dimmed. I know, but you are here. So you can spend every day hating it or make the best of it. Maybe when your contract ends, you'll have options. When your contract ends. Elena hadn't told her there was no end date. The day passed in training. Guest procedures, VIP protocols, actual work followed. Elena smiled, fixed problems, was good at it, and hated that she was. 7 p.m. Irina appeared. Your first day is complete, and the car is waiting. They drove to a luxury apartment building, 10th floor. The apartment was stunning. Floor-to-ceiling windows, modern furniture, and there, in the bedroom, all her things. Her photos, her books, her clothes hanging next to designer pieces. 2 lives, side by side. Irina handed her a key card. Mr. Volkov requests your presence for dinner tonight. 9 p.m. Wear the blue dress in your closet. I'm exhausted. It's not a request. It's part of your contract. The car arrived exactly at 8:45. Mikhail's estate was enormous. Modern architecture, glass and stone and money. The dining room had a table for 20, 2 places set, at opposite ends. Mikhail stood by the window in a dark suit, no tie. Elena, punctual, good. I didn't have a choice. You always have a choice. He gestured. Sit. Wine appeared. Elena didn't touch it. How was your first day? He asked. I smiled at strangers and pretended my life isn't over. Dramatic. Your life isn't over. It's different. You own me. I own your time, your compliance. Not you. He set down his glass. You have free will, Elena. You simply understand the consequences. Why am I here? To establish expectations. Irina gave you practical rules. I'm giving you mine. He leaned back. Rule 1. Don't lie to me. If you hate me, say so. Elena met his eyes. I hate you. See? Easy. No reaction. Rule 2. Do your job well. You're intelligent. Use it. Rule 3. Don't make me regret offering you this contract instead of the alternative. The threat hung between them. Your contract isn't just about silence, Mikhail continued. It's about integration. You're part of this world now. The sooner you accept that, the easier everything becomes. I'll never accept this. You will. Eventually, fighting will exhaust you, and you'll realize compliance isn't surrender. It's survival. He stood. Your sister called 17 times today. Irina blocked them. She's confused, worried. Elena's heart clenched. Let me call her. Please. No. 6 months, Elena. If you follow every rule, prove your loyalty, then I'll consider supervised contact. He left. Elena stood alone, surrounded by wealth and everything she'd never wanted. Day 7. Elena's routine: 6 a.m. gym, 8 a.m. report to Irina, 9 to 7 work, evening events when required. Mia had stopped calling. Elena checked her social media obsessively. Posts about school, friends, normal life. Everything Elena no longer had. She was leaving the hotel when a man stepped in front of her. 50s. Expensive suit. Smile that didn't reach his eyes. Miss Volkov, Viktor Orlov, I work with Mikhail. Warning bells rang. Have dinner with me. Not a question. His grip on her hand tightened. We should get acquainted. 2 men appeared behind him. Actually, Miss Volkov already has plans. Mikhail's voice. He stood 3 feet away, expression carved from ice. Viktor dropped her hand. Mikhail. I didn't realize. Clearly. Mikhail positioned himself between them. Elena, wait in the car. She ran. Through the window, she watched them talk. Mikhail calm. Viktor sweating. Mikhail got in beside her. Drive. Who was that? Victor Orlov, second in command of a rival faction. Our alliance is strained. What does that have to do with me? Your leverage, against me. If he could get to you, turn you, it would undermine my authority. Elena's stomach dropped. So I'm a pawn in your power games. Yes. At least he was honest. Effective immediately. You don't go anywhere without security. Marcus will be your driver and bodyguard. And you'll attend everything I attend. Make it clear you're under my protection. You mean make it clear I'm yours. If that's how you want to interpret it. They stood 3 feet apart. Do you ever regret it? Elena asked. Giving me the contract instead of just making the problem disappear? Mikhail was quiet. Ask me again in 6 months. Day 14. The charity gala was a front. Everyone knew, but they played their parts. Elena wore a black gown worth more than her first car. Diamonds that weren't hers. Mikhail's hand rested on her lower back. Smile. You look like you're at a funeral. Maybe I am. People approached all night. Mikhail, you didn't mention you were seeing someone. Elena is family. We're very protective of family. Not a denial. Not a confirmation. Victor Orlov appeared near midnight. Spoke only to Mikhail, but his eyes flicked to Elena occasionally. When he left, Mikhail's hand moved to hers, held it firmly. What are you doing? She whispered. Making a point. Making it clear you're not available for his games. His hand was warm, steady. In a room full of predators, it felt like the only thing keeping her from drowning. She hated that most of all. Day 21. Her phone rang. Unknown number. Miss Volkov, it's time. Irina's voice. Mr. Volkov has approved a call with your sister. 5 minutes. Supervised. The line clicked. Hello? Mia's voice. This is a weird number. Who? Mia. It's me. Lena? Oh my God, where have you been? I'm okay. I'm sorry I couldn't call. I have a new job. It requires travel. I won't be reachable for a while. What's going on? Where are you? Elena closed her eyes. She's safe for not knowing. I can't explain everything, but I need you to focus on school, on your applications. Live your life. Without you? The pain in her sister's voice broke something inside Elena. Just for now. I promise. I love you so much. I love you too, please? The line went dead. 5 minutes. Elena sat in silence, tears streaming. Her phone buzzed. You did well. MKV? He'd been listening too. She threw the phone across the room. Day 45. Elena had stopped counting days. She was good at her job now. Great. The social events became easier. She knew the players. Understood the games. Mikhail was always there. Close enough to protect. Far enough to let her breathe. And that was the problem. She'd started to notice things. The way he stayed sharp while others got sloppy. The way he positioned himself between her and anyone he didn't trust. The way his hand would rest on her back, not controlling, just present. She'd started to notice his eyes, cold with everyone else, but when he looked at her, something different. Curiosity. Maybe respect. She hated that she noticed. Tonight she wore red. Mikhail's choice. Victor Orlov approached. Mikhail, Elena, what a lovely couple you make. I've been thinking about expansion. We should discuss it. My schedule is full. Make time, unless you're too distracted by personal matters. Mikhail's hand moved to Elena's waist, pulled her closer. I'm never too distracted for business, Victor. But I am selective about who I do business with. Victor's eyes narrowed. Careful. Attachments make us weak. Only if we let them. Victor left. Mikhail leaned close. Are you all right? He's going to use me against you. He's going to try. Mikhail led her onto the dance floor. Music shifted to something slow, his hand on her waist, hers on his shoulder. They moved together, dangerously natural. This is part of the show, right? She asked. Make them think we're... Yes. Does it bother you? Pretending? His eyes searched hers. I'm not sure it's pretending anymore. Elena's breath caught. The music ended. They separated. But something had shifted. The most dangerous part of this contract wasn't the threats. It was the possibility that she might stop wanting to escape. Day 60. Elena stood in Mikhail's office, file folder in her hands. What's this? Guest records. From the hotel. I noticed a pattern. Victor's associates. Booking rooms on specific dates. Cash payments. I think he's using your hotel for meetings you don't know about. Mikhail looked up. Why bring this to me? Because if he's undermining you, he's a threat. To my sister. To me. So this is self-preservation? Yes. He studied her face. You're lying. What? You could have ignored this, but you didn't. Why? Don't read into it. You're starting to care, not just about survival, about the outcome. He stood, came around the desk. Too close. You hate me, Elena, but you don't hate this anymore. The work, the purpose, maybe even the proximity. You're delusional. His hand brushed a strand of hair from her face. So gentle, unexpected. I think you're terrified because you're realizing the cage isn't as small as you thought. And maybe the devil isn't as monstrous as he seemed. Elena jerked back. Don't. You blackmailed me, threatened my sister, stole my life. I gave you a new one. I didn't want it. But you're living it anyway. And you're good at it. Natural. Like you were made for this world. I hate you. I know. But you don't hate yourself when you're with me. And that scares you more than anything I could do. She couldn't breathe. She turned and ran. 3 days passed. Mikhail was absent. On day 4, he summoned her. She almost refused. She went anyway. Sit. She sat. I owe you an apology for crossing a line, making you uncomfortable. It won't happen again. Elena should have felt relieved. Instead, disappointed. However, he slid a document across the desk. Your information about Victor was correct. He's been conducting unauthorized business. That ends now, and you're partially responsible for discovering it. So I'm promoting you. Head of Security Oversight for all hospitality properties. Substantial raise. More autonomy. You'll report directly to me. Elena stared. You're giving me more responsibility? You've earned it. Or you're tying me closer to you? Both things can be true. She looked up. What do you want from me, Mikhail? I want you to stop fighting what's already happened and start building what comes next. And if I can't, then we continue as we are. Employee and employer. Hostage and captor. His eyes held hers. But I think you're stronger than you believe. And I think, given the choice, you'd rather be powerful than pitied. He wasn't wrong, and she hated him for knowing that. I'll think about it. You have until Monday. She left, but she already knew her answer. Day 90, 3 months. Elena walked into her new office. Real title, real authority, real salary she couldn't touch, because where would she run? Katya hugged her. I knew you'd move up fast. Marcus smiled. Congratulations, boss. Even Irina seemed pleased. Well done, Miss Volkov. The work was challenging, important. She was good at it. She was building something. And at night, in her beautiful apartment that was still a cage, She wondered when she'd stopped counting days until freedom. When she'd started counting days since she'd last seen Mikhail's face. When the devil who owned her contract had started to feel like the only person who understood her. Mia called once a month now. Supervised. 5 minutes. Enough to know her sister was thriving. Elena told herself she was doing this for Mia, but late at night, in the dark, she admitted the truth. She was doing this for herself. Because somewhere between the threats and the galas, the contracts and the conversations, she'd stopped being just a hostage. She'd become someone who mattered. And the most dangerous thing Mikhail had done wasn't trap her. It was show her who she could be if she stayed. The question was, when he finally offered her freedom, would she still want it? Or had the devil already won?